Hi volunteers, we are back this month with an updated training video on fly spray. It is that time of year again, so we want to make sure our horses are comfortable. So when you want to fly spray your horse, first of all, you want to make sure you have a clean horse. Now we understand that a lot of times the horses are dancing around in the cross ties, so we're okay if you want to spray their legs before you end up tacking up your horse. So I'm going to show you that first, then we'll saddle up Freckles here, and then we'll show you how we fly spray the rest of the horse after the saddle is on. Okay, so when you want to fly spray their legs, just give your fly spray bottle just a little shake, just to help all of those ingredients just incorporate in the bottle. So when you go to your horse, just make sure you spray a little bit, maybe towards the ground first, just to make sure you don't startle them by spraying directly on their body. And then you can start down on their legs. You can do the outside of the front leg and then the inside of the opposite leg, okay? And then you can go around to the back and do the same routine. Outside of one leg and then inside of the other leg. Okay, so now I'm going to go around and do the other side. Again, outside, inside, and then outside and inside. So it's really, really important, volunteers, that you do not fly spray where you're going to put the saddle, okay? The chemicals that are in fly spray can really irritate the horse. When you have the saddle on, it gets hot, there's pressure underneath there, so make sure you are not fly spraying underneath where the saddle goes, okay? So now I'm going to saddle up Freckles, and then I'll show you how we fly spray the rest of his body. All right, so we have Freckles all tacked up and ready to go, so now I can fly spray the rest of his body. Again, just make sure he's aware of what you're doing. Just give the fly spray a little spritz. So you can just go over his body. So you want to make sure that your horse is damp, okay? So they don't have to be sopping wet, but, give them a feel and make sure that they are damp to the touch, okay? And then you can go around to the other side. Again, just spritz your horse. You can get their tummy up behind the saddle. And then a little trick that I can show you guys is if you spray your horse's tail, you can get a little bit of fly spray on there, and then when they're swishing at flies, there is some spray on there. So that's just a little tip for you today, okay? All right, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys is how we fly spray the horse's face. Now, we do not want to take the bottle and just spray at the horse, okay? So you can grab one of these small cloths right from the tack room. You can give the cloth just a little spritz. It doesn't have to be sopping wet. Just give a good little few spritzes on there. And then you can approach your horse nice and slowly. And I just focus on the ears. You can do a swipe down their muzzle. Now, if your horse does not like this, if they're showing signs of irritation, just skip it. Not a big deal. Just make sure you're not spraying their face and you're backing off if they don't like you doing that, okay? Then the other thing I want to mention is to not double up on fly spray. As long as you get them one good application of fly spray back in the barn, there shouldn't be a need to do it again when you're in the arena. There's always going to be flies that bother our horses, but too much fly spray can really irritate their skin, especially in the summertime when we have warm weather, they have their saddles on. So just make sure you have one good application of fly spray, okay? If you guys have any questions on fly spraying your horse or need any assistance back in the barn, just find us and we'll give you a hand. Thanks for watching.